Coach Wally Carvalho joins us this morning. Coach, Toughman Hawaii Next Generation Junior Division is coming up soon, June 3rd. Next Generation. You really do have your eyes on the future, yeah?
Well, there's a lot of things going on right now. We have a bill in legislature to start an athletic combat sport commission here in Hawaii. And in order to do that and make it safe and for the kids, we have to regulate everything. So with that being said, the bill is going through, and we deferred it to January so we can add a few things to clean it all up, and then we're just going to go straight full speed ahead with all the kids coming up all around the islands in the state of Hawaii.
You know, I enjoy your Facebook page because you do you show a lot of pictures of the young fighters and stuff, and I really like seeing you. You really are into this. I mean, to the point of tears sometimes. I was telling you off the air, I go, it looks like you're breaking down a little bit. It's just it means that much to you.
These kids are so amazing that, yes, I'll be watching some of the videos that they post up, and we clean them up. My videographer, Cameron Verbog, is an excellent videographer. He does all the footage. We fly the drone. We do all this stuff, and then we'll edit and then put it back on social media so that the kids, they all get credit for what they're doing. They're putting in the work, and it's what we do. They'll bring me to tears sometimes watching their little videos that they post up for me to edit and put on social media. Just the fact that these kids can be so far advanced over what happened in the past 20 years.
What is the parents? How's it been with the parents and their reaction to having their kids be a part of this?
The parents are so supportive because, I always tell people martial arts is the most disciplined sport in the world. I don't care what sport you play in. You don't fight and then bow and hug and kiss each other and put flowers on each other in baseball or basketball or football. Martial arts is that way. And the next generation, Toughman Hawaii, is amazing. The sportsmanship that these kids put forth is just absolutely amazing. It just gives me the tickles. It's not about making money and doing events. It's about putting on a great event and having these kids have an avenue where they can actually channel these energies and perform. And they are performers, let me tell you.
Let's hear a few names that we've got coming up on June 3rd.
Some of the fights on this card, number one of the main fights on the card is a rematch between two young ladies. Scotty Hao, a Bellator fighter out of Kona, his daughter Nevaeh Hao and Mila Gamble. In the first match, they went 3 rounds to a draw, and they had to do a tiebreaker, a 4th round. So in the 4th round, Mila had a little bit more gas to finish strong and win the fight. But this rematch will be for a title. So if Hao wins the first fight, they'll fight twice in one night for the belt.
Wow.
So this is amazing. This is how a tournament works. In any sport, jiu-jitsu, whatever, wrestling, you wrestle more than one time a day, right? And that's one of the fights that's really a good headliner on this card.
Now, is that so that's girls, these two young ladies?
2 young ladies,
right.
12 years old. These little girls are amazing. They're absolutely amazing. If you go on the social media pages and watch them in action, it just blows my mind that they know all these different moves and spinning kicks and Superman punches and you name it, which most of the UFC fighters are using, right? These kids have it down.
All right.
Also on that card, one of the this kid was rated the top kickboxer in all of Hawaii from the time he was 9 till the time he was 13 when he got injured in football. John Bernard is his uncle, the untamable John Bernard, who just fought in bare knuckle and knocked out his guy in the first round. This is his nephew, Savon Bernard. I've been waiting for him to heal this injury for the longest time so that we can get him out to Hilo so the Hilo people can see what top-notch amateur kickboxing looks like. This kid is phenomenal. And he's taken on undefeated Uriah Elabon. Now, Uriah has been training Taekwondo and stuff with Martin Day, who's another UFC fighter, since he was a young boy. He's now with a gym called the Spirit of the White Robe out of Pune. And the kid is undefeated. This is going to be one heck of a matchup. Both of these kids, somebody's got to go, and somebody will advance to the finals and wait for the belt fight against the upcoming opponents for the title.
It's amazing. You take Fukshin Civic Auditorium, and there's a giant ring in the middle. There's a big crowd usually.
Oh, yeah.
And it's
we have a great crowd. We have a great following. The show is a great following because people know that we put on a great event. It's all about the kids. Sportsmanship is phenomenal there. We do the best that we can. We fly a drone in there. We do professional camera videography for a youth event, and we put the kids on a stage just as if they were fighting in the UFC or in one of the bigger shows that are out there.
And you're right in the corner when this all happens, too.
I'm all over the place. I put 1,000 miles on my shoes in any given event evening because I want to make sure that every corner of that arena, that all those kids who become my kids once they sign up for this tournament, they're my kids, that they're all safe and that we don't have any type of issues going on inside the facility.
Coach Wally joins us this morning again for Toughman Hawaii, the next generation. Again, this is going to be on June 3rd, week from Saturday, at the Fuchsinen Civic Auditorium. Where can people go to read more? Your website or your Facebook page?
I just had a lady call me, and she's looking at 40 ringside tickets. I only have about 60 ringside tickets left. Ringside will definitely be sold out probably by the end of this week. General admission is at Got Gifts in the Prince Cohio Plaza. We're hoping to fill up the arena. A lot of these kids are looking forward toward the final. I want to mention a couple other names. We have, right now on paper, I have 20 fights without even doing the weigh-in, and we usually add a bunch of add-ons at the weigh-in. Rizea Abadilla taking on Raiden De La Cruz from YNI, undefeated, both fighters, both 13 years old, both are shooting for who's going to be sitting in the final round, waiting for the championship belt. And Capone Sundberg and Isaiah Grace rematch. Capone from Maui, undefeated, beat Isaiah in the first matchup, which was close. The coach thought it was controversial, so we said, well, let's just go ahead and set a rematch, and we'll answer the questions there. So
Makes it
this
even more
is another
exciting.
huge fight. I got the Salazano kids coming in from Maui, 3 strong, 2 daughters and 1 son. I have Ziani and Leonidas McKenzie. The dad was the head coach of God's Army and Max Holloway's first original coach when Max was about 13 years old. He coached all the boys, John Bernard, John Visanti, Ben Santiago, the list goes on. These are all became top-notch fighters. His 2 children are coming all the way from Washington to compete on this June 3rd card. It's going to be an amazing night. I can go on and on and on all day. I know I missed a bunch of kids. The Spirit of the White Robe, they have 12 kids entering the tournament. I mean, it's just amazing, a list of competitors from all over. We have kids coming from Maui, from Kauai, from Washington. Brody Melendez, last-minute add-on, coming in from Kauai. He's so fired up. He's been trying to get a fight for the longest time. I finally got him a match, and he's on the card. He's bringing his family from Kauai out to check out the event. Junior Tivaga from Maui is bringing over a 7-year-old to take on the golden child. I'm sorry. We call him Little Bit Gold, Micah Grace. He's 5 years old. He's undefeated. He's an amazing kid. Have you seen him fight in the December show? Spinning back fists, spinning kicks. The kid is absolutely a next level at 5 years old. You have to come out and watch this event. I wouldn't be doing this and wasting my time. I've been to the top, and I'm comfortable where I'm at right now with these kids. You can't imagine how much joy they bring me when I watch them compete and win and pass out the awards. That's the most important thing about this event. Sportsmanship and watching everybody hug and go home with something. Everybody goes home with something.
That's gold. That's it. That's gold. By the way, he's working without a script, gang. This man is working without a script. Coach Wally, always great to have you again. June 3rd, Civic Auditorium, Toughman Hawaii, Next Generation Junior Division. Something that I really enjoy that you do is a thing called Cutman's Corner on your Facebook page, and maybe you can take us out with one of Wally's Cutman Corner's bits of wisdom for us here today.
So with the next generation in mind, I will say Cutman's Corner, I'm not going to live forever, but I'm going to leave something behind that does. The next generation, Toughman Hawaii. See you June 3rd at the Hilo Civic. I'll see you ringside.
Coach Wally, everybody. B93, B96.